Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm currently in the middle of fitting some shiplap cladding, and I thought, you know what, I'll quickly do a quick how-to, very basic, on what to do when you kind of get to like these sections where it's not just big runs, you know, just putting on one massive piece followed by another, which you can kind of level as you go, easy peasy. When you kind of get to the sections where you got small part, what some people will do is get all excited and set up the things, just cut all of those, boom, and then fit them all and rinse and repeat. So trim these on, cut, fit. And then when they come to put the long length that meets across the top, they find that actually the levels are completely buggered and nothing actually lines up where it should do. So the tip is, when you're fitting, work them as you can see I have, you're working along. So what I'm doing is, I'm basically cutting 6 to the right length. And then what I'll do is every second one I'll level independently, just to make sure it's staying true, because they do wander off a little bit for the levels because you're dealing with, you know, manufactured wood. Fit another 2, this one I'll level, fit another 2, this one I'll level, etc, etc. But I'll only fit a maximum of 6. And then I'll jump over to this side, do the same again, level every second one, do a maximum of 6. And then what I'll do is I'll run the level off the top of the 6th one over to this one. And then before I fix this one, I make sure that the level running through is true. So like where I'm up this high now, I put that on there. You can see spot on level. And what you're basically doing is you're just following the level and making sure it stays true all the way through. Because if it wanders, like I say, when I get up to this top one, it could very well be that, you know, you've only got, say, was it about 8 mil that these will actually sort of slot into each other. And across the course of this sort of height, you can easily lose that level. So then it won't slot onto itself. There might be a gap and it's just going to look crap. So that is basically the way to do it. Work your sections together and level as you go. That way, you know, I know once these get up to the height where there's a full level, full board now, absolutely beautiful. The top one's going to go on a treat. C'est magnifique. Another little tip, because I know some of you guys are DIYs as well, so you don't necessarily have all the big tools and stuff, which is not a problem at all. But what I'll generally do is I will cut 3 pieces at once. So I think one of these is 19.5, mark 19.5, boom, pencil mark another 19.5, boom, and then just slide it, cut, 2 cuts. I've got my 6 pieces quickly as opposed to having to cut every single piece independently. I could probably do more, to be fair, but that's just what I'm comfortable doing, so I'll just crack on with that. And last but not least, another tiny tip is roughly where you know the last 6 is going 1, 2, 3, 4. So roughly, I knew that coming up to here, 6. Once I got this one on, I then, this measurement, which is 39, I then just wrote it above the board, right? Sounds simple, but what will happen is I measure those ones, fit it, and I come onto these ones, do these ones, and then come back to the start again, and I go, what was that bloody measurement? I know it's right, I can measure it again, but I now know. 39 centimetres. This one's 18 centimetres. You see what I mean? Just these little tips, these little tricks, just makes life a bit easier. So you haven't got to keep going, what's that bloody measurement? And the worst thing is that sometimes you'll think, I know what that is, I've got that. You cut them and you go, there's a centimetre out, what a pain. Or even worse, too short. You can always make things shorter, you can't make them longer again. So there you go, tiny little top tips on how to actually sort of fit your shiplap. And the same applies to cladding. If I was doing this in cladding, cement board, whatever, the same applies. Work your levels all together. I think I've said level quite a few times now, so hopefully you kind of understand it's all about following the levels. There you go, guys. I hope that's been useful. If you do like it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tick the bell icon, because it really does help me out massively. So thank you very much. See you later, guys.